Welcome to the special video of the Hockey National Show about the World Junior Championship 2023. This tournament is over, and today I want to share with you what we learned during this tournament. First of all, Canada won the gold medal versus Team Czechia by the score of 3-2 in overtime, and then Team USA got the bronze medal by the win over the Team Sweden by the score 8-7 in overtime too. But today I want to share with you what I learned, and I want to give you all the information from different players, what they stand out, and some disappointment. It's going to be a little bit longer video, but I give you many information for each player. I'm not going to read everything, but I would suggest you, when you see each player, you're interested to know more about their situation, how they did. Maybe you can pause on the video and read all the comments I bring for each player on this video. Let's dive in talking about what we learned during the World Junior Championship 2023. Here we go. 2023 World Junior stand out and disappointment. First of all, Connor Bedard, right winger for Team Canada, is eligible for the draft 2023. This is my comments about him. An offensive leader in this tournament by a significant margin was Bedard, the projected first overall pick in 2023 NHL draft, who won't turn until 18 until July. He was the most dominant player, guys, on this tournament. Like I said, I'm not going to read everything here. Take a pause of this video, read everything, but Bedard, by a big margin, he was completely dominated this tournament for Team Canada. He was, of course, the MVP of this tournament. The next player I want to talk about, guys, is two players. First of all, Logan Stankoven, center, draft by Dallas Star, and Joshua Roy for the Montreal Canadiens. Stankoven and Roy play a bit in Bedard shadow all tournament, but they were also important parts of the tournament best line. They really play very well, all three together. And the speed of Stankoven really shifty, and the two-way player Roy bring on that line complete. Honestly, with Connor Bedard, it was maybe the best line at this tournament in 2023. So again, read about those two players, Stankoven and Joshua Roy. As a Montreal Canadiens fans, do you expect Roy to be with the Montreal Canadiens next season, or do you see him to play with Laval Rocket or return for another year in the QM? My next player I want to talk about, guys, is from Team Switzerland, Liam Bichel, left defenseman, draft again by the Dallas Star last year. Bichel was a big reason why Switzerland was able to beat Finland and be competitive in the Group B. He really have a great tournament with Switzerland. He's a big, huge defenseman, and he can move the puck, and he's really physical. Again, I think Dallas is going to have another great prospect to long-term with the Dallas Star. My next player I want to talk about, guys, is Team Sweden. We have two. First of all, Philip Pisted, center, and Leo Carlson, left winger. Philip drafted by the San Jose Sharks, and Leo Carlson is considered to be a top 4 draft pick NHL 2023. They were the two best forward for Team Sweden. Sweden did not play well overall. They really dominate for them. I really like Leo Carlson, really shifty, really big winger, already 6'3". The team's going to get him, is going to be really happy to have him. What kind of player he can become in NHL is depend how he's going to development. Expect him to become a little bit like Jack Hughes to Matt Sundin if he really develop properly. My next player I want to talk about, guys, Logan Coley and Jimmy Snuggerud. Coley draft last year, 3rd overall pick by Arizona Coyotes, and the St. Louis Blues select Snuggerud on the 1st round pick. They have played really the best player for the team. They really drove that team from game 1 to the end. Really dynamic, really good together. Coley, what a player he is. How he compete every single game. His speed, really great hands, a vision, and Snuggerud scored a lot of goals for Team USA during that tournament. It will be really interesting to see them when they're going to return, possibly with Team USA for the World Junior Championship 24. My next player I want to talk about is for Team Canada, and the one got the goal winning game at the gold medal against Czechia. I'm talking about Dylan Quanter, draft by Arizona 2 years ago, right winger. What a really great line. Really great players for the team Canada. Play with Shane Wright and Ottman for Canada. Really like the way you can see he has so many experience in the NHL already. Carry on this to the World Junior Championship with the Team Canada. My next one I want to talk about is the Team Sweden. Ludvig Jensen, right defenseman for Sweden. He is drafted by the Florida Panthers. On the injury riddled blue line that also was missing Simon Edvinsson. Sweden needs someone to step up. We know Armstrong, Montreal Canadiens have a good tournament, but honestly, the offensive of Jensen bring with the team at Team Sweden, give them better chance to win a medal, but obviously they did not. But at the end of the day, we have to recognize the tournament of Jensen, and that's the reason I think for me it was a standout player for Team Sweden. My next one I want to talk about, guys, is the goaltender. He was for me, the great story about Adam Kajan, goaltender for Slovakia 2023. He's going to be eligible for the draft. Look, the story about him is unbelievable. He was not on the radar for Team Slovakia for the tournament. They only recognize him and find out at the end of the November. They invite him to join the team, and then they're watching him during the exhibition game, and they said, you know what, we're going to give you the net for the tournament. Wow, great performance against Team USA. Almost beat Team Canada semifinal on the overtime. He was unbelievable. He's 6'3". It will be really interesting what he looked like on the NHL Draft 2023. Next player I want to talk about is, of course, is the defenseman for Czechia, David Jiricek, right defenseman, draft 6 by the Columbus Blue Jackets in 2022. For me, was the most constancy players, defenseman, and maybe the best defenseman in that tournament. And of course, he carried on the Team Czechia a little bit like Bedard did. He was the most important player for Team Czechia during that tournament, and they almost beat Canada at the gold medal. My next one talk about is his teammates. Have a great tournament. Yuri Kulich, left winger from Czechia, drafted by the Buffalo Sabres last year, first round. Jiricek, he was the best player for Team Czechia, not only with World Junior Championship, but Kulich have a great season in American Hockey League right now with the Rochester American with 1 point per game since the beginning of the season. So Kulich carry on that kind of consistency with the Team Czechia. That's what the reason why Czechia was really good this year at the World Junior Championship, because of Jiricek and, of course, Kulich. My next one I want to talk about is the goaltender for Carl Lindbaum. That team was carried on a couple of years ago with the goaltender Wallstedt. He really became a good asset for Team Sweden. Is a draft by the Vegas Golden Knight. I really like the way he was between the pipe. He's still maybe a couple of years before he became a goaltender in NHL. But the way he showed up at the World Junior Championship, I was really impressed. It's not a tournament with many great goaltenders like it was in the past at that tournament. But I think Lindbaum beside Kajan, I think he was a great player to recognize during the tournament. He stand out for me for Team Sweden. My next player I want to talk about, guys, is Luke Hughes for the Team USA, the left defenseman drafted by the New Jersey Devils. Look, he have a great tournament, but not consistency what I was expect. I thought it was a little bit more going to be more dominate the Team USA as the best player. He was good, but I was expecting a bit more. The Team USA was really small with speed, mobility, but again was not good enough to win, to go in the final of this World Junior Championship. But Luke Hughes, good tournament, but I was expecting a little bit more. He stand out compared to other players for Team USA with Coley and Snuggerud. But at the end of the day, I was expecting a bit more from Luke Hughes. Finally, I want to talk about 2 other players. Maciej Sapovalit for the Team Czechia, drafted by the Vegas Golden Knight. Again, he was really another great player, play with Kulich during the tournament. Have a good tournament overall. For me, it was another element why the reason Czechia was a good team at the end of this tournament. The next player I want to talk about, guys, is Maxim Sprak, right defenseman for Czechia, eligible for 2023. Not many people knows him. And of course, like, look, he played behind a couple of great defensemen for Team Czechia. I'm talking about Zovil, Spacek, and Chirecek. I think for me, you have a good World Junior Championship overall. It's someone you have to follow up definitely for the next couple of months to see what is going to be his value at the NHL Draft 2023. Remember his name, I think he's going to be a high-level pick for the Draft 2023. My next player I want to talk about, guys, is Czeslaw Stovil and David Spacek, two other defensemen pairing together. It was the pairing defenseman play behind Chirecek. They was really great. I really like Spacek draft by Minnesota, Stovil by Columbus Blue Jackets. Their tournament World Junior Championship. Honestly, it was two other players bring a lot on the table for the Team Czechia. Now, I want to talk about some disappointment at that tournament. First, Adam Fantilli, center winger for Canada 2023 eligible. He don't have a bad tournament, but I always expect more. No, he can carry on more. He can bring more on the table. He was really not great at the first maybe 5 games. He finished stronger a little bit more his tournament, but I would expect a little bit more from him. Obviously, he started the tournament from the top 6. He finished with the bottom 6 for Team Canada. Whatsoever, they used him a little bit more and over time. I feel like Fantilli did not play at the same level we were expecting. Right now, I would took Leo Carlson over Fantilli as a second pick overall in 2023. But again, it's still early. We still have a couple of months. We'll see what Fantilli is going to do for the rest of the season. NCAA, but overall, I think Fantilli was a little bit a disappointment. Then I want to talk about Kevin Korchinski, left defenseman for Team Canada, drafted by Chicago, 7th overall pick in 2022. Not bad, but not great. He had an amazing, great season in WHL, but I feel like he did not carry on this with Team Canada. Really struggled on the defensive zone coverage many times. I was expecting a bit more, honestly, for Kevin Korchinski. The next player I want to talk about is not a player, guys. It's a Team Finland. Only 14 goals over the 5 games for them. I feel like they was missing players there, did not step up. I'm talking about Neiman, talking about Kapanen, I'm talking about Lambert, Kemel. At the end of the day, I was expecting more for Team Finland, but they did not have a great tournament for the World Junior Championship 2023. Finally, my last one I want to talk about disappointment. Again, it's another team, a Team Sweden. Yes, they was close. Yes, they beat Finland. But wow, the best player we was expect, Litomariki, did not play well overall. Rosen, Liesel, Aslan, Lekerimaki, like I mentioned to you guys, they was honestly disappointed overall. But did not get that big goal from the top players to go to the next game. And that's the reason why fall short at that tournament with no medal, obviously, for Team Sweden. So, guys, this concludes all my standout and disappointment of the World Junior Championship. Here we go. The World Junior Championship 2023 is over. What a great tournament. Excited. A lot of comeback, a lot overtime. Hopefully, you enjoy it. I want to mention one more standout. Is the people in Halifax fans. What a great support they bring every game at the World Junior Championship and at Moncton and Halifax. For me, this was an excellent tournament. This is all well done by the people organized over there. And of course, the Team Canada won the gold medal. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. But before we leave, please leave me a comments about this video. Tell me what you think about my standout or the disappointment. And I will definitely respond to each one of your comments. And of course, don't forget to click on the like and subscribe to the Hockey National Show. Until in my next video, I wish you an amazing, great, blessing day, everybody.